A Russian soldier taking cover inside a small shack in the Zaporizhia region was located by a fiber-optic drone operating in the area. Two Russian soldiers carrying food supplies can be seen walking toward their position during ongoing frontline activity. The soldiers travel a considerable distance on foot while a Ukrainian drone quietly monitors their movements from above. After tracking them for some time, the Ukrainian drone moves over the soldiers and releases a device near their position. One of the Russian soldiers immediately tries to run and escape, but his attempt is unsuccessful. In the area near Robotyne, Zaporizhia Oblast, a Russian soldier riding an electric scooter came under observation by a Ukrainian loitering drone. Choosing an unusual mode of transport on the front line, the soldier traveled a long distance along the road. Unaware of the drone activity overhead, he continued moving while the aircraft followed from behind. Moments later, an incident occurred near the soldier's position as the drone closed the distance. In this video, a group of Russian soldiers can be seen loading military supplies onto a small vehicle near a forest area during a logistics operation. While the supplies were being prepared, a Ukrainian drone appeared overhead and an incident occurred involving the equipment. The Russian soldiers moved away from the area before a large explosion occurred, and the supplies subsequently caught fire. A short time later, a Russian soldier returned to the scene and attempted to extinguish the flames spreading through the damaged equipment. However, by then the fire had already grown significantly. As the Ukrainian drone continued monitoring the area from above, the Russian soldier could be seen gesturing toward the aircraft while standing beside the burning supplies. An ambush drone waits on the ground while a Magyar's Birds operator monitors a Russian soldier moving toward a tree line. As the soldier approaches the area, the drone is launched and begins moving in the same direction. The footage shows the soldier continuing toward the tree line while the drone follows from behind. The video highlights the use of ambush drones positioned near areas of natural cover, where soldiers often move in search of concealment during frontline operations. This time, Russian soldiers came under the surveillance of Ukrainian drones. While advancing in a vehicle, they were close to encountering a drone ambush. However, one of the Russian soldiers successfully intercepted the approaching drone, preventing the incident from developing further. In this video, a Russian soldier finds himself being followed by a Ukrainian FPV drone during ongoing combat activity. The soldier moves around the area while the drone continues monitoring his movements from above. Eventually, he takes cover behind a tree, and the drone is unable to reach his position. However, the situation takes an unexpected turn afterward. The Russian soldier throws his rifle toward the drone, and moments later an incident occurs nearby involving the aircraft. UAV operators belonging to Ukraine's Spartan Brigade detected several Russian soldiers moving through the area. The brigade then deployed FPV drones during the operation. The footage shows drone operators monitoring enemy soldiers in different locations. Some were observed inside shelters, while others were located in open areas as aerial surveillance continued. According to the report, the brigade carries out such operations on a regular basis as part of ongoing frontline activity. Ukrainian forces used a ground-based robotic system carrying explosives during an operation involving a Russian bridge. The vehicle used was an unmanned ground vehicle. Ukrainian troops moved near the bridge and attempted to carry out the operation using explosives mounted on the vehicle. However, a problem occurred with the remote-controlled detonation system, preventing the explosives from activating as planned. As a result, FPV drones were brought into the operation. Ukrainian forces then used an additional method to continue the mission. A UAV was sent to the area and released munitions near the ground vehicle. This activated the explosives carried by the robotic system. A large explosion followed, and the bridge was no longer usable afterward. A Ukrainian MAM-23 Hawk air defense system successfully detected and intercepted a Kh-101 cruise missile launched by Russia. The footage shows the air defense system responding to the missile during the incident. Artillery units in Ukraine's Lyman region detected Russian forces approaching the front line in small groups. According to the report, the groups were preparing for an operation in the area. Reconnaissance units relayed the coordinates to artillery crews, after which artillery activity began. As the shelling continued, Russian infantry moved toward nearby shelters. With support from reconnaissance drones providing live observation, artillery units continued operating against the reported positions. The operation was carried out by the 66th Brigade. Ukrainian reconnaissance units detected several devices attached to trees during operations in the area. After further observation, the devices were identified as communication and electronic warfare equipment reportedly used by Russian forces. The footage shows Ukrainian drone operators locating a Chorno Oko electronic warfare system that had been positioned among the trees for concealment. After the systems were identified, FPV drones were deployed to conduct operations involving the equipment. According to the report, the systems were no longer operational following the incident. The footage highlights the importance of electronic warfare equipment on the front line, where such systems can affect drone operations and battlefield communications. The Sumy region in northeastern Ukraine contains a large number of damaged Russian vehicles. It was one of the areas that experienced intense military activity during the early stages of the war. According to the report, Ukrainian forces were able to prevent Russian forces from achieving their objectives in the area. The large number of abandoned and damaged vehicles remaining in the region is often cited as evidence of the scale of the fighting that took place there. Ukrainian drone operators destroyed a Russian vehicle during an operation near the front line. The footage also shows several other Russian vehicles already lying destroyed in the same area, highlighting how the location has seen repeated attacks and heavy equipment losses over time. A group of Russian soldiers attempted to avoid detection by taking cover behind trees as a Ukrainian FPV drone monitored the area from above. The soldiers used the tree line for concealment, hoping to stay out of sight, but the drone continued observing their movements. During the operation, one Russian soldier drew particular attention from the drone as aerial surveillance remained focused on the area, creating a difficult situation for him. The footage shows two Russian soldiers moving along a dirt road toward a ruined house. As they approach the structure, both quickly enter to seek cover. Across the road, another Russian soldier notices their movement and runs into a separate damaged building nearby, also attempting to hide inside. Moments later, a Ukrainian drone descends toward the structure where the lone soldier is sheltering and maintains close aerial observation over the area. Training footage published by the Ukrainian 425th Assault Regiment Skylia shows Ukrainian soldiers undergoing military training. The soldiers practice maneuvers inside shelters and train with tanks, snipers, and drones. The Ukrainian Special Forces demonstrate dedication and professionalism, actively preparing for operations in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Don't forget to comment your thoughts on the Ukrainian forces and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates. Another soldier takes cover behind a tree, believing it will provide protection. The FPV drone monitors his position, and despite the attempted concealment, the operation is successfully carried out.